now. Hopefully that's working. But hello, everyone. So we're going to start off with HSA and Jacob Griego giving our first little 5-minute flash talk. And once again, we've got 5 minutes and time for 1 or 2 questions at the end. So go ahead, Jacob, and take it away. Thank you very much.
Cool. Hi, everyone. My name is Jacob Griego. I am the president of HSA. I'm also a UNM senator, or an ASUNM senator. I'm a brother of Omega Delta Phi, and I love to be involved. So today I'm going to talk to you specifically about HSA. So we are the Honors College Student Government. So normally we put on events and have special options to where, or special events where you are all invited. So we do paint nights, we do competitions, we kind of sort you guys into houses, and you can compete against one another. It's super fun. It's going to get started next year, hopefully when we're back on campus. And the biggest event we put on is the preview night. So that's when you guys get to go and look at the honors classes that are available to you. And you can pick the one that you want to take this coming semester. We want you to come to our meetings to meet with administration on issues. So that would be the Dean of the Honors College or Jeannie Baca or any of the people that you think would benefit from that. And also to better the life of your fellow students. If you want a sense of community and some friends and a new outlook on life, or possibly a starting point to get involved, we're the place for you. We meet every Monday at 6 p.m. Our links in our Instagram, I totally put that in there. So you can kind of get there. I also put my office hours, so that way you're totally free to jump in and ask any questions about ASUNM or just life in general. I'll totally help you out with that. But we're just here to help everyone feel comfortable and everyone get involved. And we just genuinely care about you. We care about the Honors College, and we care about making the world a better place. So if that sounds like something that you want to get involved in, something that you want to put your first foot forward into, that we're a great place to start. And then you branch off to Pathmakers, who are hosting this program, which I'm also a member of. So shout out to them. That's pretty much all I got for you guys. I think I'm under time. I'm sorry, Matthew, but I guess you guys can ask me any questions. I'm glad to see one of my mentees is here, but other than that. Right now, for virtual times, we did a cookie night where we sent out the ingredients and people could come and bake cookies with us. That was a great time. The next event we have coming up is an Among Us night. We plan on doing some drawings on who goes and give them some special prizes. It really depends on what you guys want. And if you have an idea on something better to do virtually, come on. Like, come talk to us, tell us your ideas. We'd more than love to hear them. We're partnering with Teach for America, so we have some internship opportunities that are there for you. We have some resources from more than one student organization. We're gonna endorse ASUNM candidates, so if that's something you're interested in, come on, join us. Do we have any more? 6 p.m. We meet every day at 6 p.m. Not every day, every Monday. Every Monday at 6 p.m. We're going to actually meet at 5:30 on the 22nd because we're going to be extending the meeting time solely because the ASUNM presidential and vice presidential candidates are going to be coming and talking to us about what their platform is, what they want to do. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. If you want to come and have your voice heard, you totally can, especially if you feel very strongly about a specific candidate. But that's a one-time deal.
Thank you very much, Jacob. Do we have any other questions? Again, feel free to say them out loud or type them in the chat.
And if you don't want to say them out loud, feel free to go to my office hours or message me on Snap. I put my Snap there. We can talk that way. But bye, guys. Have a great night. Be safe.
Sweet. Thank you very much, Jacob. Up next, we're going to stay with another student org. We've got the National Society of Leadership and Success, and Julia Flores is going to give us a 5-minute spiel on NSLS. Thank you, Julia.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for handing it over. I just wanted to hand it over to my membership outreach coordinator, Claire Caro, who will be speaking.
Thank you, Julia, and hi, everyone. I'm not part of the Honors College, so I'm really excited to be here and see everyone. So yes, NSLS. So NSLS is the nation's largest leadership honor society that gives you the chance to meet other leaders in your university community, make a positive change on campus and in your lives. I've been a member for just a few months now, and in this short time, being a part of this organization has given me the opportunity to further my leadership skills and abilities. I'm actually currently serving on the executive board, so like shout out to NSLS for giving me this opportunity. I also, sorry, I just lost my place. Okay, yes. So I was also able to complete grad school applications super fast from meeting people in this organizations, being a part of groups, and having this network around me with people who are going through similar situations as me. Now, as I'm a fully inducted member, I have access to this job bank with employers who want to hire people from this organization and who are already interested in me. Also, there's this really awesome scholarship bank. As we all know, school is super expensive, and if we want to further our education, school gets even more expensive the longer we're in here. I've even applied to a few scholarships and I'm waiting to hear back. So yeah, it's super exciting. Long story made short, NSLS is an amazing organization. If you have the opportunity to join, I highly suggest it. I promise it's legit. It's amazing. I know getting the invitation in the mail is kind of like, oh, what's this? So do it. 10 out of 10, highly recommend it. I know this is super under time, but if there's any questions, I can answer any questions. Also, Julia Flores, she is our VP. She knows everything NSLS and can also answer anything. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Claire. I was just going to leave this handout up while we're talking. I can't see the chat, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's just sweet. But yeah, another thing, we're the only honor society that's accredited with like an actual leadership program. So that's another benefit of ours. Like she said, she touched on some awesome things. So does anybody have any questions they would like to ask?
There's Matthew asked in the chat, I don't know if you still can't see it, but are there certain requirements for joining?
Yeah, thanks, Jacqueline, for telling me I can't see it. Yes, you must have a 3.5 GPA. And I think a bunch of you probably got an invitation this semester and, you know, I don't know, framed it or something, I'm not sure, but just so you know that it will be sent to you every semester that you do have a 3.5 GPA. So if you didn't get it this time, no worries, try again in the fall. And that's it. That's it for me.
Thank you very much, Julia and Claire and NSLS. We
Thank
greatly
you.
appreciate you joining us tonight. Any other questions? Feel free to say them out loud, type them in the chat. We've got a few more seconds.
I have a quick question.
Did you have a question, Allie? Yeah.
Yeah. So membership dues are required for joining, right? I'm wondering, where does that money go? Because I know their advertising is on point.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, it's no secret, it's $95, but that's the lifetime payment that gives you access to the job bank scholarships. And then also it goes towards your induction kit that you get sent at the end of the year. So that includes like shirt and other memorabilia and your big certificate, and like looks really nice in a big plaque. It also goes towards yeah, our chapter dues as well, because we pay national as well. So that's where that goes. But if we as a local chapter offer like private scholarships. So if you inquire those, and I'll put my email down there, but if you email me, like I'll for sure like give you a full scholarship, because at the beginning of the year when we budget, like we buy a chunk of scholarships, and since nobody asks and they just buy, pay their membership fee in full already, like I'm like, wait, no, like we'll pay for it. We want you to get this experience, as long if we can pay for it, then like we wouldn't want you to struggle in paying for your membership fees. So that's that. Yeah, I hope that answers.
I have another question. Hi, me again.
Absolutely.
So there's this job bank, right? What sort of jobs would be in it?
Yeah. So the thing is, like what sets it apart from like any other Joe Schmo job bank? I would say that the problem with regular job banks compared to NSLS job banks is that the jobs that we're partnering with know of NSLS and like are committed to, what is that called, hiring students from the NSLS, since they know it's like an accredited program. And also like it just makes you're up on the top of the list, basically. And outside of that job bank, we actually also partner with Teach for America and Honeywell and Target and a bunch of other, and Sandia and a bunch of other jobs that know of NSLS and are like, these are good kids. They, you know, their program was good and they have the leadership skills that we're interested in.
I have a question as well. So at what point is it too late to join this? Like, because I graduate in May, so did I miss the?
Yeah. Okay, so it's preferred that you get your induction in first, like during your undergraduate, because that's when it makes the most sense, because you're with all these other people for the camaraderie and you guys can be in other organizations as well. But for you, I know your invitation just got sent this January. Technically, we do have a cutoff date, but I can, if you email me, I'll open our chapter again. You can join and then we'll catch you up to speed with a bunch of the makeup orientation, makeup leadership training day, and some makeup SN success networking teams as well, and get you inducted this semester. The cool thing about NSLS is that it goes beyond your undergraduate and into a graduate kind of program. And then you can go into some advanced certifications and other additional leadership training certifications as well during your graduate time. Yeah, or not, even if you don't go to graduate school.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely email you. Thank you.
Thank you again, Julia. Thank you again, Claire. We are going to switch presenters now. We're going to let Casey and LoboTHON take it away for the next 5 minutes. Thank you, Casey.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thanks, Matthew, for introducing me and for having me. Like you said, my name's Casey. I am with LoboTHON. I am currently the finance director for LoboTHON for this upcoming 2021 year. Yeah, that's the year. And so, yeah, for those of you who don't know what LoboTHON is, we are UNM's largest student-run philanthropic organization. We raise money and awareness for UNM Children's Hospital and the 66,000 kids that are treated there every year. We put on info sessions, events. Our largest event is called Dance Marathon, and usually in an in-person year, it's 13 hours long, and hundreds of people come to the sub and dance and raise money and get to meet Miracle Kids. This past year, we just had a virtual one that was about 8 hours long in November, and we raised $80,000 for that year, and so we were pretty proud of that, to be able to operate in a virtual space still. This upcoming year, we are just now getting started with getting our committee put together and getting different opportunities for everyone put together. And so our next dance marathon will be this upcoming November. So still a ways away, but we do fundraising all year long. There's plenty of opportunities for all of you guys to get involved. And so, yeah, so a few of the ways you can get involved. We have different committees that people can be involved in. We have a morale committee, which is basically like I don't want to call them cheerleaders, but that's kind of what they are. They keep everybody excited about Levelthon. They learn and teach and perform a dance at our dance marathon to get everybody excited, to get everybody involved and engaged, and kind of, even in this virtual space, like as kind of this camaraderie as much as you can get through Zoom. We have the volunteer committee, which is kind of the I don't want to say catch-all, but they kind of, if you're kind of just interested in like getting involved with Lobothon, but you don't really know what to do yet, join the volunteer committee. You will do a variety of things, from like making gift baskets for Miracle Kids, to maybe putting stuff together for our sponsors, to you know, tabling, to doing all sorts of stuff. Really, whatever needs to be done, we ask our volunteer committee, and they get to be involved in a variety of different things. And then we also have our event operations committee, which puts together and plans the entire dance marathon that I was talking about earlier. So if you really like planning and you like putting on events, that's the committee for you. Our applications / signups haven't actually gone out yet because we're still kind of just getting started. But once they do, you can check out our social media pages, which I'll put in the chat, as well as I can get the information to the Pathmakers to put out in like the weekly emails that people get to get involved, as well as there is another way you can get involved by being a participant in our dance marathon. And so this is what we had, like hundreds of people, like we had about 700 participants signed up for last year's dance marathon. And so this link actually just went live a few days ago. So we're just starting to get people signed up. If you're involved in an organization, excuse me, you can make a team. Like I know Pathmakers last year had a team, as well as if you're involved in any of the student organizations that are presenting here, you can make a team and get all your members signed up, and then you can kind of fundraise as a team, see who's doing the best or how you can like kind of get everybody involved and get everybody excited about fundraising. And so I will also put that link in. The registration can be kind of confusing, whether you're like registering individually or if you want to create a team or if you don't know if there's a team yet. I know that there's no new teams because the link just went live like 2 days ago. So if you want to create a team for an organization you're involved in, go ahead, create a team, get signed up. We will have plenty more information about this in the future, but I will put all of that information in the chat, as well as I would just like to say, if you want to learn more about LoboTHON, we're actually having like our first event / info session next Thursday, which will just be a longer version of this. You'll get to meet more of the team. You'll get to meet the other directors and committee members. And we can, if you're confused about registering, we will walk everyone through registering then as well. And so, yeah, I will put all of the information that I've just talked about, which I know can be confusing and is a lot because I also talk fast. But I will put that all in the chat once I'm done with this. And if you have any questions now, I will take them. I will also put like my information if you're confused about anything or anything at all, please let me know or ask now. And I am good. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Casey. I and Casey were in the same LoboTHON committee last year, and I enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. If any of you have any questions, this is your time to write it in the chat or ask out loud. We're going to give that awkward 15 seconds. Thank you again, Casey, for your willingness to present, and we hope that LoboTHON goes very well this year. Next up in our list of speakers tonight, we have Emma, and Emma will be presenting on behalf of the PreLaw Society. So Emma, go ahead and take it away for us, please. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for having me, Matthew. My name is Emma, and I am the communications chair for PreLaw Society. So basically, PreLaw Society is a great way to get connected with other students that are thinking about law school and are also interested in like the pre-law track. So there are certain opportunities to have your concentration be law, like pre-law, but we don't actually have a degree program for that. So this is like a perfect way to get involved with students that are also looking at pre-law. When I joined, I wasn't exactly sure if that was this was the route for me, but being involved actually really helped me figure out if that was something I actually wanted to do in the future or what kind of grad program I wanted to do. So I'm just going to share my screen really quick and show you all our website just to kind of break this down a little bit better. But this is our website. We actually officially launched this a couple weeks ago, but we're actually a new student organization. We started 2 years ago. And so this is a great way to get involved and learn more about us. So you can make an advisement appointment. So our advisor is the pre-law advisor, and he is actually an academic advisor too. So he can kind of help you if you want to do a concentration in pre-law. And he knows a lot of stuff about law school admissions. And so he's an excellent resource. And I actually met him through NSL this past summer. But he is more than willing to talk to you about what you need to be doing during undergrad that to help you in the admissions process for law school. But one thing I did really want to highlight is just our events. We just had an Instagram Live Q&A session with our pre-law advisor and then me and our vice president. But we also are going to have like a medical law panel. The time is TBD, but basically we're going to have different concentrations of law, and we're going to have panels throughout the rest of the semester. And then we also have general meetings. So during these general meetings, we'll also highlight different things that you can do in law school or study tips. Normally we'll post on our Instagram and let people know what the topic will be for like that general meeting. So sometimes we have speakers come and sometimes it's just like an activity with the board. And we try to have those every single month, but we also just have different presentations. So in the fall, as you can see, we had a ton of different law school visits, and that was actually really beneficial because we got to meet with deans of the admissions councils, and it made the process seem a lot more real and way less intimidating. So I also wanted to highlight just our Instagram. I am the communications chair, so had to highlight that. But these are the different events that we have throughout the semester. So if you're interested in joining, you can always DM us to get added to our listserv to receive event info, or you can also follow us this way and see the different things that we're hosting as well. So this is like the things throughout the month. And as you can see, we just highlight different law schools, and everything has been virtual. So we've transitioned completely virtual, and it's really easy to get involved. But we're just making sure that it's COVID safe. But hopefully in the fall, we'll have a big event where we get like 10 to 15 law schools to come to the university, to come to UNM to present, and then you can meet with different law schools and deans. And actually, once they get to know you, they've said that they will waive like law school, like admission fees, and it's a really beneficial way to like get involved, but also actually see if that's something that you want to do in the future. So I have found it to be a really great student org, and I definitely recommend it. And you can also always just message me. I'll put my contact information in the chat as well if you're interested. But thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Emma. We greatly appreciate it. And if anyone is curious, I do have all the emails and contact information that I will be presenting at the very end of this presentation. So if you missed one or you lost it, it's okay. You'll be able to take a picture of them all at the end. So don't worry about that. If you have any questions, now is the opportunity to say them out loud, ask them in the chat. We're gonna give it that awkward 15 seconds. We're gonna do this every time. Little jazz hands, little jazz shoulders, that's all you can see. Anyway, thank you very much, Emma. We greatly appreciate it. Up next, we have Caitlin Baca. Caitlin will be presenting on Lobo Friends.
Matthew, there is a question in the chat.
Sorry, go ahead, Emma.
Yeah, so the question in the chat is how much time you dedicate to this org. And so like obviously as on the exec for this org, it's a little bit more of a time commitment, but generally it's kind of up to you. You can attend the general meetings, which is once a month. It's really low time requirement. But if you want to go to different law schools, a lot of people that are part of PreLaw Society kind of just picked the law school events that they were most interested in. So if they wanted to stay close to home, they went to ASU or Boulder. But if they were interested in like the East Coast, they went to those law school visits. So it's kind of just depends on what you're available and what your availability looks like and what you're interested in. So.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to go over to Caitlin and Lobo Friends, and Caitlin's going to tell us all about Lobo Friends and what that program is. So Caitlin, take it away, please.
Hi, thanks for having me, Matthew. So basically, Lobo Friends is this awesome peer mentoring program offered by the Global Education Office, or GEO, or as I like to refer it, the hardest office to find in all UNM. But basically what the Lobo Friends does, it pairs UNM students, either you're from here or you're an international student, and you're paired with a new incoming international student. Basically tell them all about UNM, all about Albuquerque. Give them a soft landing when they arrive, because it's scary coming to a new country. I will give a PSA, obviously. Lobo Friends is not accepting applications right now because of the current situation. There's no international travel. But we do expect to be open fairly soon, within like the next semester, opening up applications. It's just a really amazing program. For me personally, it's the best program that I've been a part of. I have friends all over the world because of this. So basically what's required is that you have some international experience. You don't have to, but it's preferred that you have some international experience, whether you studied abroad, whether you have some family that's international, whatever sort of international experience that you can bring to the table, they would absolutely love that. So you can connect with the new international students. But why this organization is so amazing is that you get to make new friends around the world. We have new events almost every semester. We go to the Balloon Fiesta whenever that opens back up. We go to Santa Fe, we go on the tram. We have a ton new events so you can actually bond with your international student. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can just be friends with the person you're paired with. I know, the person I was paired with who went to art exhibits. I told her about cool new restaurants in the area. It's a really amazing program to expand your horizons and learn about different cultures or learn something new that, you didn't think you'd ever learn before. So that's it. And I'll post the information in the chat on how to stay up to date with when applications are going to be back up, when international travel is going to be accessible again.
Thank you very much, Caitlin. Do we have any questions? Again, feel free to ask them out loud or post them in the chat. We're going to do that awkward 15-second little shindig we've got going on. And we are very hopeful that international travel will be back up by the fall semester. I know we're all hopeful to do things again. Thank you very much, Caitlin. Up next, we have Kaylee, and Kaylee is presenting on behalf of SWE, the Society of Women's Engineers. So Kaylee, take it away for us, please. Thank you.
Hi, everyone, and thank you all for hosting the Society of Women Engineers, also known as SWE tonight. I'm Kaylee Nordby, and I'm a junior in the Mechanical Engineering program, and I'm one of the SWE Community Committee co-chairs, and I mostly will handle, along with my other co-chair, Catherine, the social aspects of SWE. But just to give you a little overview of SWE and what we do, we are an on-campus internationally chartered organization geared towards building and establishing the foundation and groundwork for the future of women in STEM. And as just mentioned, our community committee is in charge of putting together socials and engaging our members in more casual settings where you can meet new members and strengthen the friendships with the members you already know. But there's also so many more opportunities within SWE, such as our other sectors like outreach and professional development. Our outreach committee puts on several volunteering events that help us connect and give back to the community around us. And actually, a couple weekends ago, our outreach committee just hosted the Art of Science, which is an annual event that we do to educate and engage Girl Scouts in the opportunities that a career path in STEM could possibly open up for them. And one of the other immensely significant parts of SWE is our professional development opportunities that offer networking with professionals, scholarship opportunities, resume workshops, and just general guidance regarding the overall development and preparation for where a career in STEM could take you. And one of my favorite actual memories of being involved with SWE was attending our national conference the fall of 2019 in Anaheim. Because typically every year, our charter attends 2 national conferences, We and We Local. And my experience from We 19 was really impactful and fulfilling because there's so much to gain, whether it's networking and connecting with your fellow members, or even the presentations given, or at the career fair with recruiters from different companies. And I think everyone involved with our group was just able to build their own unique experience. And I really cherished growing closer to a lot of the other members in SWE and gaining a lot of insight into my future in engineering and the other amazing pathways that are out there. And just to overall conclude, I have really appreciated my time as part of SWE simply because it's such an amazing organization with incredible people, awesome opportunities, and it's just an all-around honor to be a part of. And I can really provide a glimpse of what it's like, but there's so much more to it than I can put into words. So in addition, SWE is an immensely inclusive community. And while it's titled the Society of Women Engineers, all are welcome and encouraged to be a part of it. If you're interested, our next meeting, we're going to be hosting another guest speaker, Sonia Rankin, who is presenting a workshop titled How to Be a Successful Woman in STEM. And that's going to be held on March 3rd at 5:30. And if you can't make it to that meeting, our meetings are held bi-weekly on Wednesdays at 5:30. And if you're looking to just meet anyone in a more social setting, we're also hosting our first Jackbox game social next Friday at 5:30 as well on February 26th. So please feel free to reach out to our suite email, or you can personally reach out to mine as well if you have any questions or if you'd like to be added to our listserv for announcements. We look forward to seeing some new faces at either our next meeting, social, or other type of event. And thank you all again for having Suite.
Thank you very much, Kaylee. We greatly appreciate it. Again, we're gonna do that 15-second little shindig. Any questions, any comments, feel free to say them out loud or drop them in the chat. Going once, going twice, sold. Sweet, thank you very much, Kaylee. Up next, we're gonna stick with another great organization at UNM. We've got UNM Bugs and the Health Symposium, and Dua will be presenting on those. So Dua, if you don't mind, please take it away.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dua. Thank you for having me. Let me share my screen real fast. Can you guys see that?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Okay, so I am part of the planning committee for the Health Profession Symposium, so I'm going to do a quick plug for that. We are holding it virtually this year. It's going to be on March 6th. That's a Saturday from 9 to 4. And basically, it's an amazing opportunity to meet a lot of health professionals in a more informal setting that's not like a job interview. It's, just a panel of professionals that you can ask questions to. It's a great way to discover different pathways into your career, potentially in the healthcare field. And it's for students at all stages in life. You could be close to applying to medical school. You could be just vaguely interested. You could be, no idea what you want to do. Either way, come check it out. And we have topics including things about medical school admission process, specifically the UNM School of Medicine. We have topics about nurse practitioners or PA school. And we have, I think, this is like a great workshop. It's called, Do You Really Need Calculus? So I think that's pretty relevant to a lot of people. So come out, check it out. You can go to our website, which is hps.unm.edu, and you can either register as an attendee, and then you can pick the workshops you attend throughout the day, or we're always looking for volunteers. So you can come on out and volunteer virtually. So I guess don't come on out, but we'll have a training day if you decide to sign up. If you have any questions, you can contact us at hps.unm.edu or look at our Insta, which is UNMHPS. And we post pretty regular descriptions of interesting workshops on our Instagram. Okay, and then I am the communications officer for the Biology Undergraduate Society, and we involve students from all disciplines in biology and volunteer work. This semester it hasn't been as active because everything's been virtual, unfortunately, but we do post regular virtual resources for volunteering on our Instagram and our website. And we meet every other week, Mondays at 4. We share amazing resources about research and on-campus opportunities. We also have a lot of guest speakers who talk about their research in biology or their life experiences as a major in biology or finding a career in general in the STEM field. For example, last week we had a professor from the chemical engineering department, and he talked to us about like DNA origami and the applications of that in the future and like the amazing new field that is opening up in bio. So it's interesting stuff. You can check it out. You don't have to come to every meeting, drop by for a single meeting. And if you have any questions, email at bugs@unm.edu or look at our Instagram, because I am the communications officer. So I will post information about our upcoming meetings. And here's a summary of all the emails. So any questions, let me know.
Thank you very much, Dua. I know both those organizations are great organizations. If I was anywhere near health, I'd definitely be there, but I am nowhere near health. Any other questions? We're going to get that 15-second window in the chat. Say them out loud. Please go for it. Alrighty, well, sticking with health, we've got one more organization that's very much related to health. We have Casa de Salud and Andrea, who's going to give us a quick 5-minute presentation. So take it away, Andrea.
Hi guys, so let me see if I can get my screen up real quick. So I'm from Casa de Salud, which is a nonprofit clinic run here in Albuquerque in the South Valley. And basically the point of our clinic is to try and both decolonize medicine and turn towards more traditional and Eastern healing, as well as incorporating, traditional Western medicine as like a combination of the two, as well as preparing students to enter the field of medicine, whether that be, PA school or med school, dentist school, anything. So yeah, we take health apprentices. And so the only requirements are you have to be over 18 and you have to be fluent in Spanish because the majority of our patients are only Spanish speaking. And you have to commit a full year to working with us. We do take work study students, which is really cool, but also just volunteer. And we provide a lot of very interesting services that I think are alternative pathways to people who want to be medicine adjacent, if that makes sense. So like maybe you don't want to be a doctor, but you want to do like case management for getting help paying medical bills, anything like that. We have people here at the clinic that you can shadow to help with that, just to get some more experience in that. We have, primary care where it's just like regular run-of-the-mill doctors, you get your prescriptions, you get everything. Acupuncture, well, obviously we don't have that at the moment because it's a little too close contact, but hopefully we'll return to it. We also have Reiki, which is a form of Japanese healing, stress reduction. And acupuncture, we also have AcuDetox, which is acupuncture of the year. It helps with cravings and stress, and that's always free. As soon as we start that again, we'll advertise it. It's really cool. We have BCC program, which is to help women who are not able to afford women's health visits to go for free and get a basically free covered visit, which is really nice. We have the Strong Roots program, which is an outpatient opioid addiction clinic. And for Strong Roots, we incorporate the entire clinic's ability to heal as much as possible. So not only do you get your prescription of Suboxone and everything, but you get to interact with the healing aspects of the clinic as well. And so health apprentices are able to see not only the curing of people who are ailed, but the healing of them as well, if that makes any sense. We also have harm reduction, which is most apprentices get harm reduction certified. So that's when people bring in their used needles for whether it be heroin or diabetes or anything, and they get clean ones just to reduce the amount of needles that are left out in parks, which is a really neat program. But yeah, health apprentices are able to do pretty much everything. It's a really great experience to getting into the medical field. I personally think it was just really great to know that I'm doing what I want to do. So I got certified in blood draws, I do lab tests, take vitals, things like that. I'm also speaking at the Symposium that we just mentioned a few minutes ago on March 6th. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll also be there. But yeah, we're always looking for new apprentices. And yeah, if anybody has any questions for me.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Do we have any questions? Feel free to type them in the chat, say them out loud. Now is that opportunity. We do have a question in the chat. Are you still doing COVID tests?
We are still currently doing COVID tests. So sorry, I forgot to mention that. So every Wednesday we do COVID testing from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can either walk in and we can sign you up right there, or you can sign up on our website. And it's really easy. You don't need to pay for it or anything. You just need your name and date of birth. And for nursing students can definitely join. You don't even have to have a plan of going into any kind of medicinal field. You just have to you could do it for, purely for community service if you want. But yeah, you can definitely join if you're looking into nursing. Strong Roots, do you have to be a health apprentice? Let's see, to help with all the programs, yeah, health apprentices are able to help in all of the programs within the clinic. They're all I would say like happening simultaneously. I'm not sure if I'm answering your question correctly, but yeah, you do have to be a health apprentice to help out with all of that. But oh, and something I forgot to mention too is we also take a lot of patients who don't have insurance. I don't know if you guys know anybody out there who doesn't have any health insurance. It's really low cost, but it's a great resource for the community as well in that means. I hope I answered your question, Allie.
Thank you very much, Andrea. If you don't mind stopping your share so we can finish up our event for the night. I did promise, try my best to get y'all out of here right at 7. I have one last screen I'm going to share. It's just contact information for all of the organizations you heard from tonight. So feel free to take a picture of it, write it down, whatever you want to do in order to get that information across. So I'm going to share that screen right now. So there is our first set. Feel free to take a picture of that if you want. And again, thank you very much for you all joining us tonight. We're so grateful to have had a great event with such great presenters and a great audience. We are doing another panel in 2 weeks from tonight, which is, oh, I don't have the date. No, I do. March 4th at 6 o'clock. That's Thursday, March 4th at 6 o'clock. Using the same Zoom link, we are actually going to be doing a pre-med panel. So we're currently in the works of creating that panel, getting some speakers for that. But we do hope all of our pre-med interested people and their friends are going to join us next Thursday, in 2 Thursdays on March 4th at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to stay on here. Hopefully the PLT will stay on here for a few extra minutes if anyone has any questions for us. But if not, thank you all so much for coming and have a great night. And now I'm going to awkwardly stop sharing the screen and smile at you all. Oh, that didn't work. LOL. There we go. Have a great night, everyone. And now if I can figure out how to stop.